grew up in North Bennington on Prospect Street. I went to North Bennington Graded School. From there, I went to the middle school, Mount Anthony Middle School. Played sports all through the system, Mount Anthony High School as well, soccer, baseball, track. And from there, I went to UVM, got into the engineering department there. Just kind of, I guess, started freshman year into some different design programs, and that got me really interested. And so I continued down that path. And I ended up getting my BS in mechanical engineering. And that was in 2010 that I graduated. And I'd sent a couple resumes out to a couple places around town as well, and Mac being one of them, Mac Molding. I ended up working at Pad Print for 3 months or so, and Mac had pulled up my resume. They had some openings. They called me up, and so they brought me in. I love Bennington, but a lot of people come here and work here after school that didn't grow up here. Now, I had a good group of friends that had stayed here after school, after high school, or after college, and came back. And so I knew people to go out on the town and see the things that I enjoyed before, and I knew all those things. But when you have new people coming in, I mean, it happens time and time again. At Mac, I saw people come in, and after a year or two, they're bored. They have no idea what to do, and they end up leaving. And you don't want to see that. You don't want to see people coming in, getting good jobs, and leaving after a couple of years and not really investing their time into the town. Okay. And so that's kind of when I started thinking, hey, something's wrong here. We have all these different industries and all these good jobs here, but it's just not working. It's not clicking. And on top of that, I mean, you see people take those jobs and they start living in Bennington, like, well, maybe I can live in Albany, and now they're commuting back and forth. And so you see different companies that are different businesses that we have around town taking the hit for that, because they're not coming home to a Bennington house, and they're not going out to eat in Bennington. They're going out to Albany. They're going out to do these things and buy outside, you know. There are a lot of things that Bennington offers, and being local and growing up here, I know the different things that I can go into. And I mean, you still have access to different skiing resorts, you know, within 45 minutes, and during the summer there's plenty to do outside. But young people just don't typically stay because they don't know people. They need to get involved. They need to get to know people. And if there are no young people, then they're not going to get to know people their age. They're going to be consistently hanging out with people that are already into their families and, you know, mid-40s or whatever it happens to be. And so it's a tough push, but somehow you have to get that ball rolling and get more and more people wanting to stay here by offering the different things that someone in their mid-20s might want to do. Right. And typically when I get put into a position or a role, I work hard at it. I mean, I work as hard as I can to be better than everybody else at doing that, and really work to prove myself, you know. And on top of that, I bring a lot of enthusiasm to it and ambition, and sometimes I see things that are a little far-fetched. I set lofty goals, but even when you miss those lofty goals, you're set with something that's hopefully pretty impressive. So,
are there any other issues or topics that you think are important, or you'd like people to know about you, or, you know, your views on?
Yeah, I mean, nothing major. Really what I'm trying to bring to the table is a new look on things, that young perspective that seems to be completely lost here. Like you said, it's hard to keep people that are in their mid-20s in Bennington. So what better way than having someone that is in their mid-20s looking at that. But on top of that, it's a whole new perspective. Like you said, there's been a number of people on the board for years. Sometimes it is good to filter some young blood in there, new blood in there. But really it's up to who you think can do the job best. So
do you expect a little bit of skepticism from voters about a 24-year-old guy who's looking to get on the board?
Right.
Not that no, it's happened before. Young folks have served on the board. I
would hope that the skepticism from the local voters would be brushed aside. It would my enthusiasm, my ambition, and my new perspective would outweigh any of that skepticism. So that's what I'm hoping anyway.
Yeah.